Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Massalia. The Phocian League has expanded once again, which we not only finally took care of the last of our northerly neighbor that once controlled this region, and expanded a bit more up there, but it's all part of the Transalpine Gaul region, which we control all the areas except for this one. But I'm not really interested in that. I mean, Lord knows that the last thing we would want to be is to be bordered with Rome. Which Rome is at war with Carthage for whatever reason. Take Sicania. Oh no, the Carthaginians started that, but they ain't got no navy. So, it's a waste of a casus belli. Anyways, it's about 20 years left of this playthrough. And, let's start making some money again. And just recently, my sister Artemisia, now known as the Shield, as she's gambling. But unfortunately, we will lose her. She once suffered from lung disease, and now she's a lunatic. And subsequently, we did get, I forgot to address on the previous episode, altar to giants. The old stone altar dedicated to Glanus and Atlantica, the deity associated with the spring in southern Gaul. Commerce value plus 10. That's fine. And I know our aggressive expansion is way up and we're trying to get rid of that. As we'll have negative stability again. So that will continue to prove legitimacy. Hey General, what are you up to? Ah, claim holding. Need to keep that stability up because of what we've been doing. This was the army that Artemisia was in command. She created it herself because of a succession crisis. But the warrior princess, you know, she fought during this war. And by golly, she did. The Zonovid family. Well, be careful. Are we really that low on family members? Well, General of 4th Stratus. General of 5th Stratus. Oh yes, the new guy. Clenandros Anaximandrid, who runs our cavalry army. Brave, reckless, weak-willed. Well, we'll give it to him. Yes, let the loyalty go down, but they ain't gonna turn themselves back, will they? Also, get off that territory! You're taking up the food supply here. Wonder what am I gonna do with Eurydice? There's my ex-wife, Cassandra. Oh. Oh no, don't do that. Because we have enough problems with families already. Especially that we're trying to get rid of tyranny. It's Anaximandros, my son and primary heir. Just the one to watch out for. As he's already harsh. we've expanded so much these days. This we need. Speed it up. Knowing we're in peacetime and downtime and whatnot. The coming of the city of Lungun. So, our northernmost city is built. Here. I know it's a small province right now, but they'll come around soon. It's to get the populace to move that way. You lose. Murdered? By who? Massalia. You're guilty for this. Once you get a... Oh. Spider kid. Any good ones? Well, there's that one, but it won't do very much. An aggressive expansion change. Next month and then next year she'll be 12. Got it. Yeah, it could be you. Either that or him. Give it a month. This one for the loyalty of characters. It'll get them better. Because I hate to take a bribe. Crap, one of the generals. You plotting quietly? Good. Head of the Spartacus family. Of course it's always the damn Spartacus. Out of all the families, I think they're the most obnoxious. Giving them black-talented people to run things. But we're able to prevent civil war. Should civil war happen again? Governor or researcher? I've always had issues with you, so get out of here. You're the one that's hindering its progress. You'll do a much better job. know you're not a Hellenic, but we're gonna have to do this again. How about I adopt you in the family? That'll get you more loyal. Punic, Iber. Yeah, you get to run that army now. Artemisia ain't gonna be with us any longer. Oh, what's your, want to become a bureaucrat? Gets her finesse up. She ain't good all around. Unless we want to make her a great warrior. Like, do we want another Artemisia? You know, be like my lunatic sister? Maybe perhaps we can have another possible future pretender princess who raises herself an army. I think I could see that happening. Why not? You may never know it'll happen again. Memnon. Give Eurydice a martial education. You are chaste, humble, devout, and harsh. She'll be a little troublemaker, based on her loyalty. You're a good man, Memnon. Who is the son of Eumenes? Son of Memnon? Son of Mitreus? Son of... It's the other side of the Xenopid family. Just like warrior princess Artemisia. Never forget that. She commanded this very army during the last episode, the previous episode. Easy for me to say. Who was the general of the Fourth Stratus? Does that mean we can get another honor guard? No, that wasn't the honor guard. That's Omerillo, this guy. And I know who's gonna command this one. I don't trust him. Stick with the Massalian. He speaks our language but doesn't worship our same god. We're actually gonna transfer you to go to safe route. Just make your way back down to the south. As it's a bit too crowded with all the food gathering and whatnot. No! Oh. We barely made it to the pirates. Because I remembered the naval maintenance. Thank the gods. Less corruption. Do not forget about the mission. What is up with the famine? Oh yes, the cities. Don't forget about the cities. We have one here. Let's build another one here. And a city here. As the mission requires. And they say fortress. And once this city is built, fortress. You got that? much. Naxamandros! Already you're showing great Lords Marshal. Perhaps we ought to make a war out of you yet. Perhaps you'll lead to my army once I'm gone. I mean, how old am I? I just lost my hair. I just turned 50. I just barely noticed it. Now get to the south, around here. In fact, just take your time. It's peacetime, you know? I didn't know these people aren't starving out. Tartessa's gone too big. I know it says local monthly food, but is there another one like that? No, not like that. Oh, shoot. It cannot handle. Even if you were to give them more grain, then... and that wouldn't be enough unless... well, be careful when that army walks across territory. They're going to be picking up your food. Finally, that old goof is gone. Look, as we're getting close to the end of this series, I think this is pretty much safe to say that this is going to be the final episode of Massalia. And I know that this is probably... I mean, we're not expecting a big grand war. I mean, honestly, we don't want to fight the Romans again. But I can tell you this. We've extended our greatest extent. And that is to all the way up here in this new city. That, well, it's mainly going to be Gemini. Simply for the sake of it. Since there isn't enough populations living up there. Yeah, all the Massalians. Now we can't just tell the population to move over there. And we already sent them to colonial occupation. We don't plan on integrating these people. Remember, the only population you can move are slaves. But there are a few Hellenic Massalians that we could tell them to move into cities. This is what we mean by Hellenizing the region. Eventually. Rome is stable again. Slowly inspired. Let's speed up a little. Nothing much is going to be happening. Just keep making money so we can... Second Stratus. Sure. 33,000 wouldn't hurt. I'll go with the king. Shall be you. So again, it seems we're going to end this series on a peaceful note, which is something I actually wanted to, instead of a very violent end like in Tarentum. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, as we will be counting down the years until 27 BC. And to address the future for Imperator Rome, playing quietly. This series here will not be the last series of Imperator Rome. I mean, matter of fact, we just, getting started. Excellent. Get moving. Don't stop. I don't know who shut the doors on you, but they did. Anyways, the future of Imperator Rome here on the Lord Master channel. I mean, as I said, we just got started. I mean, we had Tarentum 2 months ago. Then we had Massalia, which I would say compared to Tarentum was an excellent series, even though it was in Iron Man mode. And, what else? Heck. Who's using up the food? Either that or they're eating all of it. I ought to treat you. Wait, one doesn't affect her fertility? No. One would think it makes it less attractive. If you're thinking Crusader King's logic. Now, anyways. So after Tarentum, after Massalia, my next video series here on the Lord Master channel will be from Crusader Kings 3, where I will play as a country of whichever won the poll, which is basically anyone's guess by now. Then, and what about the future for Imperator Rome here on the Lord Master channel? What's my next series going to be, for some wondering? Well, as I did some long-term thinking, including my experiences from this Republic playthrough, originally a Republic, before we turned into a monarchy. Didn't we just build a city? Oh, there's the 2 cities. There we go. Now build a fortress here. At least work on a mission. This ain't fortified either. Fortify it! Should save up your money to have that to reduce build time. You'll get it by other means. Anyways. So, after I did some long-term thinking about the future of Imperator Rome here on the Lord Master channel, and from my experiences from playing as a Republic, I mean, what I had from the experiences from this playthrough, I mean, sure, we started the series a little bit, I had a little bit of a rough experience trying to get used to this new Republic mechanic, and then I pulled through. Hence the evidence of... Ooh, better watch out for him. Another king of the... Uncle of the kings. Uncle of the king, or king of the uncle. I don't know what the hell you're saying anymore. Anyways. Damn it! Address it already, Lord Master. Anyways. Probably by the end of this year, after when I'm done with my first Crusader Kings 3 playthrough, that my next series will be a Republic once again, and I think it will be the last Republic playthrough I will make. So, Tarentum and Massalia, what they had in common is that they were both plutocratic republics. Calm down, man. All these notifications. You always keep losing that iron. And, so the next Republic playthrough, I mean, they're both plutocratic republics is what we had. And I mentioned at the very beginning of Massalia about it would be better off if you were to play it as Athens. So I thought, well, the next playthrough that I will do will be Athens. But I will start the playthrough as soon as the next Imperator Rome update that comes out. That is when I will start the next series as Athens. Because I would like to do a playthrough by turning this into the Athenian Republic, reform the Delian League, and then form all of Greece, maybe. That'll be a heck of a challenge. Because what I looked up from the YouTube search of Imperator Rome, ever since the Menander update came out, apparently nobody played Athens. Nobody played as Athens. And I figured, and I'm speculating, that the next update, that they called it Autumn of War. I saw a little thing up there. They haven't given it an official release name. You just have to wait a few months for that. And so I guess it would probably be the overhaul for all things warfare. And I suspect that when that time comes, that people would likely be playing as, well, the titular country, Rome. Some will probably be the Diadochi, like Macedon, or Antigonid, or Egypt. And even Sparta, even. And that's what made me thought of, why don't I play as Athens? I'm a Republic man through and through, based on experience. And the best Republic government, as far as experience is concerned, is either aristocratic or Athenia. So I thought, well, let's be Athens next time. It'll be a heck of a challenge, especially when they do the update that relates to warfare. I mean, nobody thinks of Athens that has a martial prowess. Just like what I did with Massalia. Nobody ever thinks of that country because they lack martial prowess. It's the manpower recovery rate. Well, look at us. And look at how we expanded. 333 territories. And I think that's how we're going to end the series like that. As we're just trying to speed on through the end, because I want this game to be over with. And let me be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, the date of this recording that I'm recording on is August 31st. I'm recording it the day before the release of Crusader Kings 3. And I know every time I just blame you and blame this for all these trolls, but no, for once. If it's civil war, then that's your problem, Jack. Unless they touch one of my territories, which they will. You, go after them. Take your time. You're the one that's going up there and dealing with them. She's about to turn 16 with a 10 martial, and she's energetic. Who knows? Maybe she could be the next warrior princess. I can't appoint her as general. We don't have mixed generals. And I got another daughter. I got a name for her. Cleopatra. Did I spell the name correctly? Also, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to give you a chance to give a suggestion. Since I mentioned Athens will be the next country I'll play as whenever I return to Imperator Rome after I'm done with my first Crusader Kings 3 series. Yeah, you spelled it right. Do you want it to have mixed gender rules, or do you want to keep it traditional? That we saw Artemisia, and we noticed how potentially we can make women like her such great warriors. 11, and she's aggressive, just like Artemisia. And I know she's slowly but surely dying out because of lunacy, and we can't do anything about it. So, as I said, should I go for mixed gender rules next time for the next Imperator Rome playthrough of Athens, or should we keep it traditional? Just a suggestion by me, okay? Maybe I ought to put up a poll when that time comes. Yep, they're in my doorstep. And also build buildings faster. Yeah, we're trying to build fortresses here for the mission. Begin your march. Slowly but surely. Walk, don't run. Fort! Well, we can't tell them to speed up. The morale will be low. Yeah, it's definitely going down due to our own neglect. Status quo. That'll stall them. Kick these guys out of here. Status quo again. You are holding on. We'll take care of business. And already she's disloyal, so she could be trouble for the pretended support, knowing how capable she is. Maximandros is 9, and already he's... I ought to retire from service when he grows up. Killed off the whole army. So you heard it from here on the Lord Master channel. My first Crusader Kings 3 playthrough will be coming soon. And for the future of Imperator Rome on the Lord Master channel, by the end of this year, or close to the end of the year, or as soon as the next update comes out, Athens will be my next playthrough. In which is a good challenge. You know, Delian League and everything. I like a good challenge. I mean, Tarentum was challenging enough off the very beginning. And Massalia was a bit challenging, but honestly, the series was kind of marred a bit due to the lack of navies from other countries. Which we never had epic naval battles, but we had epic land battles, especially with the 2 wars against Rome. Which I don't think we'll get that again in the next series with Athens. I mean, you just hope that Rome doesn't come to Greece next time. But there are others to deal with, you know. Antigonids, Macedon, all the like. So again, we're just wrapping up this series here as the years pass by. It is done. Mediterranean sea trade. So this is port markets. Best is at least 2 markets in each port. 2 markets in each port. Great. They demand a lot. Marketplace? Yeah. There's a marketplace already over here. Building up the market. But we're building buildings faster thanks to the technology we just researched recently. Reached 10,000 score, and the Bosporan Kingdom overtook Moria and Rome. You made impressive gains. Whereas Rome isn't doing much with their pointless, endless war. And Moria, oh boy. Currently in war with Dravida, which the Mauryan started to take Kalinga. Moria is almost on the verge to unite all of India. Okay, now we can go. When is your birthday? June 22nd. Again, he has a harsh personality. Bring it down. Alright, get out of here. Back to your post. Port market's finished. Okay, and either this or this. Let's take this one. Also the colonization of Korea. Oh yes, the city. Built that. Even though it's about to be disloyal, we'll have that turn around in just a moment. Turn that around. Harsh treatment is the best way to deal with disloyal ones. And Merchant of Menace to Lemon. Give it 2 libraries. Of course, to do that, we gotta tear down some buildings. 1 marketplace, 2 library buildings. Don't want to use this, but yeah, there's that other thing. If you recall from the Tarentum series. It doesn't cost in political influence very much, so you know what? Screw it. Use that. Revolt, isn't it? Yes, but I ain't coming over there. We're here to make money again. Barbarians risen in duel. Damn it! I just lowered that. I guess I'll have to go over there myself. Also, watch out for pirates. I didn't think they would come up there. Come down from there, we should say. See what we have done? And the fort maintenance! Everything must go. They're gonna barbarize the heck out of this city. You know, this is a very uncivilized place. That's why barbarians have risen. Get on board. Let's move out. Make landings. Before the fort falls. Sun's going to be 11. Still got a few good years until we maybe have a 4th child. Shoring out defenses, are you? Well, let him continue. Simply for the sake of it. Knowing that we've been following this route as of late. Barbarians defeated, and we take chump change. Go home. Actually, hold on. What's that option again? Oh, loyalty. That's what that is. That's in case if they just, you know, up and at us. You sure love saying that word. Up and at 'em. Anyways. What are we building again? Libraries. Libraries, not library. It's mainly Hellenic and Massalian. Don't think there's a need for a theater right now. Wait, how many people who are majority Massalian? Good enough. So now start making more money again. "10 years from now, then that's the end of the series. In which we hope it doesn't come to a very violent end. We just want to be quiet and be peaceful, as I already addressed you the future of the Grand Strategy games in the Lord Master channel, with the upcoming Crusader Kings 3 and the god dang, I never thought I would see the day. Carthage and Phocian League working together. It's because of the trade access. Inflammation I have now. Well, my health can deteriorate. Wait for his son to grow up. He's going to be an excellent warrior, even if it leads to another succession crisis, which is the last thing that anybody wants to see. Even though I could just easily increase legitimacy, but that'll cost you. And adds tyranny. And nobody wants tyranny. Why didn't you let us know you're allied with Carthage? Get the money, of course. We need that money to build things, of whatever the mission requires. Right, the new city shall have 2 more theaters. As soon as it's built. Merchant of Menacing Limit. It's starting to get a commercial hub. It adds up a little bit more population simulation. Who needs a theater? This is not a military city. So all we need is have the city built and get 2 theaters. How you doing, Memnon? Doing alright? Get ready to teach my boy, because Anaximandros is going to be a great warrior. If not, hopefully, be better than Sister Eurydice. The boy wants to become rich? No, no, no. That leads to corruption. Greed leads to the dark path that you cannot turn back from. Greed is bad, Anaximandros. Memnon, teach him the ways of a warrior, inspired by me and Eurydice, Anaximandros. Eurydice. I do not forget Artemisia, which, unfortunately, she'll be leaving this world very soon. We originally thought she was a troublemaker. I mean, she was at first. Stole my money and used that money to create an army for herself. An army which helped us to expand. This army that she created, that's her legacy. But again, I cannot appoint Eurydice. The rules don't allow it. At Huda! Turned 19. We got some good men here. And soon we'll have another one in the next Amandros. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm aware that there is an option that you can continue on this series beyond 27 BC, but honestly, I'm a bit exhausted playing Imperator when doing this recording series, so it would be best to shift our focus to the next series, which is going to be Crusader Kings 3. And after the Crusader Kings 3 series, then, as a reminder, one more time, Athens will be the next country that I will be playing as. Too many people living there. Oh, it's this one. They're coming to the city of Tartes. Yes, it is a city. But now, it needs 2 theaters. Nowhere in this playthrough have I ever built more cities than this series. Kind of makes you wonder, how many cities did I build in this entire series? Because it just seems I built 20 of them. And we all owe to you, Memnon. Without Memnon, this expansion of Massalia, later the Phocian League, all the way into the lands of the Tertullians would not be possible under his rule. For him, he was the one that united the Senate for more legitimacy. Speaking of legitimacy, I shall prove it once more. Get out of here. Oh no. We'll turn that around. And stay there. Rest in peace, Artemisia. Great warrioress. The great warrior princess. Sure. Which kind of makes you wonder. This is why I ask you this question one more time, you viewers. For the next playthrough, when I play as Athens, when the next big update comes, do you want to have mixed gender rules or no? I mean, we never had a warrior princess before. So what if we had a female warrior archon of Athens? Can you imagine that in the future? Makes you wonder. Or do you want to keep it old school like I have been in the last 2 playthroughs, which isn't that much of a big of a deal because of how we have another source of generals, either by random event, or the honor guard of those who are, you know, not of our culture. At least the culture group. Colonization of Colonia. Tatesia. Free prods investment. And now the growth of Ministedleman. Yes, it has an aqueduct. Yes, it has coral. And yes, it has a granary. Thriving governate capital. Up to 3 minor carriers will rise to serve their country. The elite of by strengthening our authority and showing the local society in Practica. Again, I haven't figured out. Our state is both powerful and willing to reward those that serve us. We have inspired a generation of new men, persons of ability to seek out opportunities to serve their country, hoping to win themselves wealth and influence. The state will have their services. These are the 2 new guys that we got. Aristomachus, narrow-minded but pious. Thoinon, loving and wise. They may be of some use to us someday. And with that, the mission is complete. I don't want to continue working on... Well, we do have the wood, or this is the 3 foundry buildings. And then after that, you spend more money. Tempting offer, I know, but there's no room. What city? Or, okay, this. This is to screw over our nobles. Sorry about this. Make room for foundries. 3 of them. We have the money. I guess we'll do that too. Due to him, low chance of losing. Well, now he's got no zeal. The boy has no spirit. Then again, as we said, we built a lot of cities. So many cities that it really improved the taxes and commerce and the manpower. Despite the fact that our Massalia heritage discourages the use of having multiple armies, but look where it got us. 2 of the armies were created by pretenders. We were content to have only 4, but yet circumstances mandated it. And, well, you know, you've seen it all. You've seen the whole series. But if you haven't really seen them all already, well, you could see it on the entire playlist of Massalia from beginning to end. It's been a heck of a series. What else am I going to address for the remainder of this episode about the future of the Lord Master channel? Oh yeah, I thought of this too, and this relates to Imperator. And if you're wondering, so Athens is going to be your last Republic playthrough, then does that mean you're going to start playing monarchies now, just in general? Yeah, that's one. And also, I even looked into a bit of the, one of the mods of Imperator Rome. Particularly the Bronze Age mod. And so I thought, if I were to do my first playthrough of the Bronze Age mod, you cover the cost. And I thought to myself, well, plenty of people who played this mod played as either one of the early Greek civilizations or one of the Anatolian civilizations, Egypt, Mesopotamia. But apparently nobody has ever done a playthrough on the area of the Indus Valley civilization. So I thought, Whenever I do my very first Bronze Age mod playthrough, I'll be sure to play as one of the nations within the Indus Valley because of my fascination of Indian culture back in 2019. So I kind of want to, continue that. But this time, go way back to when the Indian civilization started. The insanity of tyrant Parmenion. Parmenion, ordinarily a man of sound mind and similar business acumen, is acting unusually. His personal advisor reports that tyrant Parmenion has started salivating at the mouth, uttering inane nonsense, even proposing marriage to each and every member of his court in the space of an hour. We think he may finally be cracked. Oh, I got the money. Summon the wisest mind in the land. Help? I don't want to become no loony bird. But nonetheless, mission complete. The shipyards are now construct flagship, which will spend more money on that. Which it'll take us a few months. So yes, there's your future of Imperator Rome on the Lore Master channel. Athens is next, not immediately, but in the future of the next update for Imperator Rome. And after Athens, Indus Valley Civilization, Bronze Age mod. So you heard it here on the Lord Master channel. Damn it, boy. Why haven't you improved your martial? You're gonna end up like me one day. Haven't impregnated her again. It's been a while. "5 years left." No, you're off. That's 7 years left. Your math sucks, Lord Master. No. If you're gonna be role-playing. Your map sucks, Parmenion. No wonder why you're slowly but surely becoming a lunatic, if this keeps up. Oh, the Navy's finished. Get back to port. Well, anyways, the mission is complete. You know what? Don't follow any more missions. You're at the very end of the series. You got it all wrapped up here. You made Transalpine Gold to be a great region, and we increased the growth here and just this whole region in general. But you got a very corrupt governor who's suffering from dementia. So y'all have done very well for yourselves. Just this once. Always with the iron. Our naval reach does extend beyond Italy. Heck, we could even go to the lands of modern-day Poland if we want to. Maybe just follow up the Bastoli River, but I already made up my mind. Yes, the city is Massalian, and there are a few Hellenics. Yes, we Hellenize too. Build another temple if you want to Hellenize the region faster. "15. Memnon. Memnon, you lunatic! We know you're a fellow Xenopid, but I'm replacing you. Incapable self-disciplines... Self-controlled. Easy for me to say. Rival of the governor. Or this man. Kind, loving, selfish. You may want to check that. Yeah, I'm just checking curious because of martial education. Yeah, we had to replace you with somebody more wise. I don't know if that's what's causing the hindering. We know it got rid of the zeal. As long as it gets up to 9, I'm okay. Oh, be careful of that, man. But again, compared to Tarentum, as far as success of the series is concerned, Tarentum, which later became the Italiote League, then became Magna Graecia for the majority of the series, and then the Hellenic League. And it was in Iron Man mode nonetheless, so it was a extremely successful series with a few hiccups. Here we had a few hiccups of our own for Massalia, and then later became the Phocian League. But honestly, all this expansion that we've made, even all the way to the northernmost region, which was our final goal of that series, all this would not be possible if the series did not start with every nation's got their own navies. That was a bug from the recent Menander update, which still haven't fixed. They'll have it fixed in the meantime. Venedia. They got themselves together, almost a major power. He's picked up Tactician. Well, you could not reach up to Eurydice's level, but he had some potential, but, well, it's the best we could do for you, Anaximandros. Again, don't expect much to happen, so let's just speed it up. Let's go all the way to the end. Stop depriving us of food. Now, who supports him? Many. There'll be no more trouble. Also, for once, let's hold the games. Just this once. Bring on the challenge. I'm an old man. Don't you know I'm a veteran? And I'll probably give Anaximandros, you know. Yes, you get to control the Navy. Just for out of spite. Grand Phocian Games. In anticipation of a long-awaited event, skies over Tepidan open. Lightning bolts hurled down as if by some divine hands themselves. The competitors array themselves in solemn garments. Then each grasp their weapons as they prepare for the boxing tournament. The crowd jeers in jubilation as Parmenion appears, accompanied by garlanded Phocian youths. None dare question the majesty of such a titan of competition. As all surely expected, Parmenion does away with the competition in a characteristic style, with a wreath firmly placed upon his head, during the populace of Tevechente approved from. Huzzah! For House Xanobid! Now wanted to do that for once before we end this series in 5 years. I think this is our last Olympic Games. St. Corbus was considering Tudish. I need my diplomacy. They got rid of the honey. We'll get some more dyes then. Nobles will be happy. For once. And plus the corruption here does go away slowly but surely these days. And I've come to the conclusion that it seems playing as a republic is a lot more stable than it is with a monarchy, especially during succession. Unless you have lifetime elections in a republic, and you wouldn't have much of a problem at all. Flog his ass. The very corrupt governor is dead. Wonder how he'll screw that up. And for the last omen, we call upon Memnon for the last time. Our Lord Memnon, the Lord of Massalia. Praise be. As we're counting down. But overall, I would say this is a fairly successful series. It's the Massalia and later Phocian League series. This was a fairly successful series. More loyalty. Thank you, my son. So it's a fairly successful series. Which one would think we would have ended that series on an epic war, but honestly, no. No more, please. We expanded it to where I wish to. And the idea of world conquest is never really my nature. But, plus, we got Crusader Kings 3 coming up. Gandhari? Are we calling Olympiadorals in Indian? Gandhari is from Gandhara. Plus, beneath me. He was the admiral of the Lesser Navy. So we look at the score one more time. Well, one more time, it would actually be right before the turn of the year. It's 27 BC. So yes, this is going to be a much shorter episode than usual, only because this is, you know, the final episode. We just want it over with. Really? Oh yes, the corrupt researcher. Right. For once. Trade something. No honey, no fun. But do import another iron, since we often lose that. Almost majority Hellenic up here. Agatha, thank you. Yeah, why don't we build another temple up there? We got Massalian citizens, so that's just as we said, a Hellenization of Thule. the northernmost area of that Pytheas of Massalia explored. So this is my second son, and our last child together, since he's about to be at that age. I shall call you Alexandros. Yes, Alexandros, which is another name we do not typically see in Massalia. Plus, you may never know, this particular Alexandros is going to be the one that has the highest martial skill of 15 or slightly more. But, you know, joking. Well, another temple, please. Most of the population is Massalian. Two more years. And of course, as I often repeat myself, because I don't know when to shut up, which I admit because I'm a very honest person, is that no, give it in. Is that today of the day of recording was August 31st, the day before the Crusader Kings 3 release. Anaximander's crest responsibility. The heir to the Phocian League, Anaximander asked to take on some of the responsibilities of rulership from Parmenion. Though young, Anaximandros is confident he has the necessary capabilities to be an effective administrator. Okay, give him a chance. Once I'm off recording, I'm going to be watching a lot of Crusader Kings 3 videos on this particular day of recording that I'm on. And then learn a few things about the game. So he has taken on some responsibilities statesman from me and performed remarkably well. Shows promise of both statecraft and diplomacy that will serve him well when it's his time to rule. He will make a good tyrant. Contradictory term, isn't it? Oh, that man is going to be a good dictator. My son is going to be the great tyrant. Alright, one more year. And we're out of here. You're practically Dalmatian. But I'll take the hit. Basic calling names. Governor? Governor. I'll make you governor. Oh, no. You're one of us now. That's what we mean. Well, we're not going to let you lead the army, so you're just going to be up to Strategos for now. In which one would think, had this series gone on, then he'll eventually get his turn. We did predict that Parmenion was going to be the final ruler of the series. As we will zoom back one more time of how far we have come. Well, bit of, that too, don't forget about that. And right before the turn of the year, I will look at the final score one more time. And I've told you enough about the future of the Lord Master channel. We know what's coming up. for both Crusader Kings 3 and Imperator Rome, and my near future plans. Sure. Go on. We've done this before. Let's hope they fall into chaos. Okay, slow down. Well, a little. Just before the turn of the... Before the turn of the year. Stop right now. Alright, let's look at the final score. Over 11,000 score. Phocian League, first place. The second place, Bosporan Kingdom. Third place, Moria. Fourth place, UG. Fifth place, Rome. Sixth, Antigonid Kingdom. Seventh, Dravida. Eighth, Thamud. 9, Carnutia. 10, Carthago. The Bosporan Kingdom really grew. But is it bigger than Rome? Yes, Bosporan Kingdom is bigger than Rome. Moria was on the verge of uniting all of India, but the Dravidians held stubbornly, and the UG made great strides as their theocratic monarchy. Mind you, they're Tokharians, but UG is a separate ethnicity of the Bactrian group. UG, okay, it's a mixture of UG and Tokharian. Which, by the way, Tokharian was one of the choices that was on the poll, besides Massalian Greeks, Sonians, and, what the hell was the... Chola, yes. Those were the 4 choices, but you people voted for Massalia, and it's been a great experience. We've seen Rome. The Antigonids, great power, 643 territories. Which isn't surprising coming from them. Dravida, major power, 147 territories. Thamud, an Arabic power, 89 territories. Regional power. Yes, Thamud is one of the Arabian dynasties. Carnutia, yeah, you know those guys, our big north neighbor. Which we don't view them as a threat because they can never get their act together. And Carthago, the territory that we liberated when we fought the Carthaginians one time. They've done alright for themselves. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's where this series shall come to an end. Well, hurry up then! It's just like the 1453 thing. Like, is it over or is it not? Okay, there we go. The Phocian people are lauded to be by the gods themselves, having built an empire surpassing even that of Alexander. History shall look back on us not merely as conquerors, but as bringers of civilization and truth to all parts of the globe. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of this series, which we can exit the desktop, exit the menu, continue with observer mode, which is basically I'm not playing it, but we just see it play out. Or you can continue playing, which achievements will be disabled and you can play as long as you'd like. If you're one of those people that like to do World Conquest playthroughs. But for me, I've done enough. I mean, mind you, when I filmed the final episode of Tarentum, one day later, Menander came out, and that's when I started playing Massalia. So basically, I've been playing this 2 series non-stop, nearly on a daily basis. So I'm exhausted. And yes, I'll be playing Crusader Kings 3 in my free time. And so from this day of recording of August 31st, I'll be taking 2 weeks off from strategy game recordings until I feel that I am ready to do the first Crusader Kings 3 playthrough. So again, as a reminder, one last time before we get out of here. Coming up on the Lord Master channel in 2 weeks or so, the first Crusader Kings 3 playthrough. And after that, Athens, Imperator Rome Athens for their next big update. And after Athens, Indus Valley Civilization for Imperator Rome Bronze Age mod. So keep that on your notes, and maybe your calendar if you're going to be predicting dates. And so, what a great series it was, even though it lacked navies, as we see those ships in the background. And this is the very first time that I actually finished the playthrough all the way to its end date. So, hope you people enjoyed this series. It's a bit shorter than Tarentum, because a lot happened within, but the episodes were shorter. But get ready, because the Crusader Kings 3 series, knowing that we'll be, knowing how long this is going to take, it's probably going to take us months. Longer than the Imperator Rome series, probably longer than both Tarentum and Massalia combined. So we hope you enjoyed this series, because I'm going to go take a drink and eat, and play Crusader Kings 3 a lot in the next 2 weeks until I feel I'm ready. So, when is the first episode to come up? I'll let you know. So, we'll see you in the next time. And we hope to see you in the next series and in the future Imperator Rome series and all the others that stuck by me throughout. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, and my loyal subscribers and viewers who watched this series from beginning to end. And for that, and this is Lord Master saying, so long for now.